Okay, hi everyone. Sorry that I started streaming after your server changes were up. So it would be much better if you guys had watched my stream before your server was up. But again, since your server is up, what I can do now is I can actually run through the patch notes for your new server, for your new changes this time around. Okay, so let's go through the patch notes. New gear resonance. Okay, that's quite straightforward. Giving you guys plus 38 resonance and 37. Tier 6 mount. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. It's only until tier 8 that you have that special skill. This is the fusion for epic, right? Go ahead and do the fusion, but my recommendation is that you don't need to keep doing it because gradually, right, as the game progresses, right, there will always be events giving you free armor outfit chests and weapon outfit chests. There's no real need to actually spend on them. Take for example, my family has full set of epic costume, and it's not like I bought it for any of them. All of it was from events. Likewise for this, I honestly don't think it's very worth it. Boss time is good for storing up until you guys get the special boss stamp. Okay, it's quite a boring patch update for you guys this time. The events are, I would say, the other guy, the second boss, is back the third boss, I think. Then this is Muskan. Okay, so let me go take down the boss. It's lagging. Okay, probably turn off. Lawless mode in case I accidentally kill someone. Let's go. I don't know whether you guys have the skip feature in for the world boss. It took very long for them to actually give us such a simple quality of life improvement. This boss is really easy compared to the Hardum version. The Hardum version, he keeps spamming his skills that definitely can kill you. The high damage skill. You know, for your normal world bosses, right? Each of them have one skill that is very fatal. For the Hardum, right, they have the fatal one and there's no cooldown. They just keep using it once they reach a certain health. So you see a lot of dead corpses while the Hardum boss is being engaged. Okay, next we will go to desert to play the new content. Okay, since I'm in town prior to that, let me just run through this special quest board that we have. Fairly new content too. I think less than a month old. So essentially, what this so-called bot does, right, is that you can refresh to get 3 different quests. 500k per refresh. You can only refresh up to 3 times a day, and you can only take 2 quests a day. So for me, right, I usually refresh twice before I use this, before I choose a quest. So in this case, since this gives the knot that is required for Hardum boss stamp, boss expedition, so I chose this. Let's do the level 13. Sorry, let me change my gear setup first to have bonus boss damage. And okay, we'll wait for my shadow to join. I'm not sure whether you guys have this shadow feature now already. Previously when we played there was no shadow feature. Shadow feature was also added somewhere, I think back in June last year, probably around that period. So yeah, my knowledge level now is at 238. The cap is at 400. It was newly added. 200 levels were newly added when they first introduced this room 13. Okay. And just turn off the music. So the shadows are required, right? Because they are very tough, the monsters. It's better to get the shadows in so it'll clear faster. And turn off the. So this 32 million XP, 92 million silver. What's this? Oh, looks like they changed the icon for this box. So that completes the quests. So now, okay, the rewards for this is good, but I don't want to go fishing for 20 times because that's completely manual. So I'll refresh and hope to get something else better. Given how bad these are the smaller potions, this is the bigger potion. This is the potion for doing Hadou mode. So it helps a lot because it reduces the lightstone fragments, the lightstone's concentration by quite a significant bit. So we'll take the one that requires me to spend 150 movement, because that's perfect for desert mode, because when you go to desert survivor, we will definitely be using up stamina. Okay, I remember seeing one earlier this morning, this afternoon when I was fighting the desert world boss. Wait, why is there no music from my game? Okay. So this is how it is when you have a temple with the light. A temple that you have not entered before, you have this nice little light being here to guide you to it. I really like this new costume because of the wings. It fits really well with Lance dodge. This is tier 2. You get Nightstone fragments, desert currency, and if you are supremely lucky, extremely lucky, then you probably get these ancient great runes. Okay, I thought I avoided that first portion. Okay. So basically I can attack before it uses his... Okay. Let me try this. Ouch. Okay, I might actually die. Oops. That bomb dealt damage to myself. Oh dear, it actually completes the mission. Okay, I have to be more serious about this next temper. And by serious, I mean changing to potions. Drinking at 90%. Okay. The next one is over here. No point chasing TV because I already saw someone going the direction, so that person will definitely reach before me. The digging is is a world map resource, which means that once someone else digs it, you can't dig it anymore. First time seeing this, might as well. Okay. So every time you break something, the attacks gets cancelled. No wonder this is easier, this is the tier 1. Epic, or rather unique grade. 6,000 fragment isn't too bad. Okay, only one more to go. You have to wait a while for the light beam to show. And sometimes it doesn't show if you are way too far away. Okay, I think let's go back to the nearest city. Or rather oasis. There's a boss. Oh, it's right here. So the whole point of fighting this boss is to get the last hit, so that if he does have this Blackstone Shrine, right, you get the Discovery Award. I just got one yesterday or the day before, 500 Black Pearls. Too slow. Okay. Okay, let's just look for the beam. If we don't see a beam here, right, we are essentially at the top right corner of the map right now. So you can go to the bottom area to look for that light beam. Find the last shrine. Okay, we'll start with the first town. Nope. Yep, there you go. Yeah, there's one more here. Okay, 20k CP requirement. That's quite high. Let's hope the rune gives us at least epic or mystical grade. Huh. Not in time to destroy, it seems. This should be in time already though, because my attacks were already hitting it just now. Right. Something good, please. It's still only unique. This is nice though, 14k Lightstone fragments. Is it stuck? Okay. I'll just do a couple of Black Desert dailies just to use up my pure water because I have access right now. Why am I so heavy? So overweight. Okay, because of Black Rock offering. Okay, so I think there was someone was asking about like Force Enhancement Stones, whether we still have use for it. Yes, we do. Because they contribute to the highest grade enhancement stone. Okay. Just been cleared by someone here. Never mind, we'll just wait for the mobs to respawn. There was also a recent change in today's patch where they make it such that the mobs they die much faster. After clearing these quests, I will be doing this event about racing event. So the better you race, the more of these buff stand and ancient tablets that you get basically. Okay, all clear. They really die much faster now. Though I don't really think that makes much of a difference because the problem for desert mode has always been the spawn rate. Okay. Seems like there's a bug now where my game music is not playing basically. Priority is always to dig first, doesn't matter if mobs are hitting you, because otherwise somebody else comes to snatch the digging resource, then we'll be gone. Okay, sure I can revert back to the usual pot arrangement. Okay. Oh, I should go back to the oasis to examine the items first from the mobs. Actually, this is the nearest. The NPC that does the identify or examination is nearest to the walk point in this oasis. You can just click from the map. That's how near it is. Patch day always seems to be very laggy. So after, well, I'll be doing this now, and after I do this, the next I'll do is probably merchantry or world trade. Huh? So we compete together. Interesting. So you can reduce your speed and quicken your speed. Doesn't seem to be able to move though. But so slow. Okay, I think I got a hand of it. Okay, that's the finish line. Ah, so close. Yeah, see? 1 second difference. Or is it millisecond? But it's fairly okay, I guess. The rewards 375 ball stands, 560 ancient tablets. They keep popping it up to tell you that this is boost your speed, this is to slow down, giving you ample time to read this before it starts. Okay, the map doesn't look good to boost at the start, but since everyone is doing it, okay, I'm lagging behind. Missed the blue one. Ah, still 2. It's very close between 1 and 2. Yeah, again it's the same. And 3 was also right behind me. Okay. So you get two tickets per day for this, and it happens on even days. This is a new event. So even days, sorry, not even days, sorry, 2, 4, 6, and Monday. Every alternate day basically. And this is also every alternate day, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So tomorrow I will show this as well. This is the one where we fight all 4 of the enriched bosses in one round. And this is the reward we will get. 10 chests to give to Black Spirit. 10 of the materials for Stone of Balance leveling. The knot, Shadow Knot for Hadum Boss Stamp. This is the shards for creating the Dark Gear, Dark Advisor Gear, and Dark Ancient Gear, and Dark Mystical as well actually. Okay, so now the next thing I'll do is... Wait, why is it still glowing? Okay, never mind. Now the next thing I'll do is Merchant Tree. Wait, sorry. I gotta expand my stamina first. Okay, since I have this town. So basically for us at the late game now, right? We usually only buy items like boss stamp, ancient tablet, or pearls. Oh well, not lucky today, no pearls. Okay, that completes the special quest. And that gives us the potion for Hadum mode. I haven't had much chance to play today, so this is the first time I entered since 12 AM. What I just received should be what you guys have in today's patch note. And for reference, my command center is level 8, so you guys actually have just reached the... Okay, we had level 7 for a very long time. It was fairly new, so you guys have already caught up by quite a bit. Now what you're lacking are in terms of the trading post, merchantry, your blacksmith functions, your alchemy stone functions as well. Okay, I think there was a question previously about the relic altar. Oh, okay. So actually mine is already at 100 each. And for some reason, right, this does not show up in your inventory screen, the status screen. The plus 100% is not included. Okay, let me just quickly do the World Trade mode so that I can join the banquet as well from the Siege War reward. Okay, first off. Okay, what is this? Like, okay. So in the interest of time now, I have to speed up this particular run, but I will definitely do a guide to run through all the different items for merchantry, starting from the different tier of cards as well as the number of horses that you can gradually add. Just for reference, all these horses of mine are tier 8 horses. The higher the tier of the horse, the higher the amount of food that you can carry. Okay, I usually make it a habit to keep it to 2x the amount that you can buy, so that you don't waste too much storage space. But for this particular one, there's a lot more that you can sell, a lot of places that can be sold at, so that's why I chose to buy it. Okay. No, this. So you have all the different tiers by the colors that's the same as the gear. So epic is the best you can get for this kind of, for these world trade activities or merchantry activities. This here is the best way to get your resources. You see, even with a 8% more so-called more expensive price than market rate, it's still a plus in terms of absolute number. Okay, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have bought that. I'll be able to sell it immediately. Okay. $38 is actually not enough to get to the next town. So what happens is that once it reaches 15 seconds, right, all the activities that you saw earlier just now with all the different color grades, those will not be accessible because your market price is going to change at that point in time. So that's why when you have 30 seconds left when you're in town, you might as well just wait until there's 5 seconds left on the timer. By the time you exit, right, you'll be just nice. The activities will have refreshed. By the way, right, when you're in town, right, you can actually click this to immediately leave town and proceed automatically to this town. But the recent patch that we had a little bug with this where once you use this function, right, instead of going straight when it exits town, it does a round, it actually loops one round before it goes straight. Okay, I didn't consume this special potion, because this special potion is the one that allows you to just go past and automatically clear the activities, instead of what you see just now where we have to manually stop and some kind of activity will come out depending on whether you are doing foraging or combat. The funny thing is that 23k is not the highest, or it's not the highest in my server. It's 25k. The difference is huge actually. Yeah, see, there's sometimes there's bug where you just keep going circle, winding instead of going straight. Other than automatically clearing the activities, though potions gives you increased movement speed as well. When you first get the potion, right, it's not like now where I have so many of it. It's only when we got the latest new card along with the 3 horses where the rewards are doubled, then the potions became very abundant. Previously, when they first released the potions, you had to be really careful about managing it, because you could have easily ran out. Okay, so Blackstones I don't require, but for you guys when you first get Merchantry, Blackstones would be pretty good. But bear in mind that it's very expensive. This is not so bad, this is very expensive. This is additional entry ticket for Tower of Trials, which I don't need because I have 40 plus of these already. There's a lag here because the market is refreshing its price. Every 3 minutes it refreshes its price. Okay, I can sell this immediately, so I'll buy this. I think I may have forgotten. Okay. So for Epic, right, it's always worth it to make a small detour to get it, because whatever it gives is a lot better than the normal. So for Merchantry, right, typically you can get about 200 million silver each run. So that's about 200 million silver every day. Of course, before we got the 3 horses, it's not that much in terms of the amount of silver that you can earn. But it's still about 100 million if you do it correctly. And of course with a higher level of Merchantry. No, the next one is Helio. Too far. Too far. Forgot this again. So every time you go into a town, right, you should always clear the quest. So the one where you get 100k for selling 10 million, I think. Actually, silver wise, I still have about another 100 billion in the market. for pre-purchase of items. So it's always helpful to use this mode once you have selected your destination, right? To sort of like plan your route and know what's coming up next. Yes, Eric. We are basically in this merchantry mode. What we are doing is always buying materials and selling them for a higher price. The blue materials typically you can sell ranging from 16% to 24%, while the epic ones you can sell for a lot more in terms of the percentage. Typically it's about 500% for the maximum. But it's actually better to sell in certain midpoints, certain materials you always sell in the certain sim shop. You actually get more than if you travel further. And on top of that, you spend more money buying, so you get higher grade for your buying. Okay, so this was what I was trying to say. Every time you load into a town, right, you should clear your quest first, so that you can get the one that gives you the bonus silver. I don't have it now because I cleared it just now when I left town, the previous town. Okay, so the thing about this item here, right, is very light, so I can't sell everything here. I have to be careful about the amount I sell. If you sell everything here and buy this, then you will end up in a situation where your cart is not almost full or full. Okay, so 56 left. I think I'll sell this. Let's identify 6 probably. Of course, you can save this step by actually calculating the weight, but yeah, I'm not going to that extent. The weight is here. Okay. This is your single-handedly your best source of getting the pet food. I already have a lot of it, so that's why I'm not buying anymore. These I recommend you guys to buy to pump up your Black Spirit level. For me, it's not much of a difference for my level now, but yeah, I think never mind, I'm not gonna get it. Okay, time for me to use the mystical potion. So the thing about that mystical potion, right, what it does is that other than lasting much longer than the epic potion, it also has a function for you to immediately teleport to wait. So what happened other than looking at your advanced screen for the world mode, right? Let me see. The merchant is too far, I'm not gonna teleport to him. You can also click on any of the points in the map to go to them directly, like what I just did just now. Especially since Epic is very worth it. And so this here is a shortcut. If you let it auto walk, right, it will always walk by the beaten path instead of going through going to the shortest possible path. So certain maps you already know. We already know what are the shortcuts typically. So that's where we always go. Okay. So you see this item here just now, right? Even though it was just the item that I just bought from the previous town, right? The price that it can sell is already on par with the other items that were from even further village. Typically, the further the distance, the better the selling price. But this item is particularly good because, as you can see, it's already on par with this. Hi Roy. Yeah, I'm glad that the videos are helpful to you. That's actually the whole reason why I started making the video series, because I thought you guys playing the the BDM global would stand to benefit from this. Okay, I'm probably going to sell a bit of this. So that I can buy the full amount. Not enough. Yeah, still not enough. Probably sell this. Alright, perfect. So the target is always to have your inventory, your cart as full as possible. Preferably minimally at 98% here. I forgot. All the talking made me forgot to collect my silver again. Okay. This is your base. So you can choose to set your base in any of the maps. But you have to choose it strategically so that while you are traveling halfway, you can restock your food. Merchantry, probably you guys may get it. My rough estimate is probably a month later. Because merchantry does give you quite a bit of silver. So, and the other thing is that it only makes sense to do merchantry when you have a significant number of resources to do all this trading. So that's why they have to give you that foraging update that you had today, where you can now start foraging for a full day and 16 hours. So as to slowly build up your resources so that you can then actually do all this world trade. And I believe I forgot to receive the quest again. So take for example, our resources are like this, and they only show these few because these few are the ones that this particular merchant right now wants. There's a lot more to cover for merchantry, so I'll probably do it in a proper specialized guide. Because I need to talk about the routes, I need to talk about the relationship with the vendors, and the level of your workers. Yeah, there's quite a bit to talk about. I'll just talk about what I can while I'm still doing a so-called speed run here. Bidding system. Okay, I'll explain the bid once I finish this merchantry. Okay, boss time is always must buy, even though my resources for this are one of the lowest. Still a must buy. One of the most important thing to do merchantry is the fact that you can actually buy pearl from the vendor once you reach the highest relationship status, the highest trust status. Okay, 20 plus seconds, we have to wait until 5 seconds. Yes, you can do so. I didn't because I was just doing the whole streaming. I was just quickly trying to run through this so that I can go for my banquet. But yes, you can actually go to a map to do farming first, and then come and do merchantry. But the thing about that is that AFK farming, right, is only basically that has the same speed as the black spirit mode, which means that it's not much of a difference. It still helps a little, but not much of a diff. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Every time you go into a town, you should do this so that you get that 100k silver. Because you will definitely hit 10 million in the midst of doing all this trading at each town. One other strategy is that if your timing is almost close to the 3-minute mark for resetting, right, you can choose not to sell those items that are at low percentage, for example 16%, and wait to see if the price refreshes. Most of the time the price stays the same, but it may change. Okay. Why is it always my lowest resource that is getting the must buy items? Also, merchantry is the most F2P content, most F2P friendly content in this game, because it's the one that gives you all the items that usually are through cash shop, or things that you use, no matter what, you spend some cash just to get, be it directly or through farming certain modes. Now you can only trade up to the level. The amount that you can trade is depending on your world trade level. So the higher the level, the more you can trade. But you can only trade up to at level 100. I can only trade up to 126k food, which for us now currently with the 3 horses and the most advanced card that we have now, is essentially one round around the entire continents of California, including Media. Okay, I'm selling my epic materials here because this vendor, I'm going to buy from this vendor. But obviously those that are making a loss, I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't sell. Okay, okay, I don't need all this. This might be good, but I would prefer to keep my resources. Because stones the stone resources will be required for making chrome stones and in turn ancient gems. This is really good to buy because this with this actually gives you another 100+ percentage when you sell it at the one of the nearer shops, nearer towns. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes the pathfinding is a bit buggy. When you use the auto, it does one whole round. That's a waste of food. No, not gonna buy. That particular resource is too low. So this is an example where you should not buy the blue material because number one, I already have 1600, which is the maximum of the 2 buys and also 2 sells. the most that the vendors will take and sell is based on this cap. And the other thing is that there's only one other town later in my path that I can sell this. I have already gone past this town, so it doesn't benefit me to buy this. By the way, when you are in the outside world, right, when you're on your horse traveling, right, even when you don't move, it would consume your food as well. So that's why you have to be speedy about it. Preparation for merchantry. Okay, so when you guys first get merchantry, most likely it will just be the basic 3 tiers of cards along with just one horse. So make sure you have one highest tier horse, which I think you guys just got tier 6. So make sure you have tier 6 that you are using and a tier 6 to be ready to use for merchantry. Wait, hang on, did I remember the silver? By the way, if you guys really want to keep getting the silver from the 100k, you can sell one item, then go receive quest, sell, then receive the quest. But I think that's too much trouble. At least for my current state. I used to do that in the past when we had a lot of that all those items that you can sell for gold, silver, or the gold items that you can sell for silver. I used to sell the exact 10 million amount so I can keep cleaning the quest. That's something else you guys can do to get more silver when you don't have that much silver. Okay, so now I'm okay. 9.2k is barely enough to make it to the last town. Resources and workers. It's best to get 5 yellow workers with the highest level. Sorry, 4 yellow workers with the highest level that you can to attach to your cart in for merchantry. Resources wise, try to store as much as possible. I will do a specialized guide on merchantry that will show you all the different resources required for each of the cards as well. Okay, I'm not buying anymore because I'm stopping the merchantry here. I mean, if I want to maximize, I can just leave and try to run to get a few more of those activities, but not required because I only have 4.4k food here. The consumption rate of 3 horses is really high. It's like every single small little stat is 500, 500, 500. The consumption. Okay, so I'm gonna end mine here. You will see 4 double S. So if you look at the amount here, right, this is the amount I sold, this is the amount I have, this is the amount I've bought, this is the amount I've sold. So I have effectively gained about 400 plus million this run. And double S is really good because it gives you the rate and energy to feed to Black Spirit. Okay, I can do one more activity that was meant to be done daily, which is my Path of Glory. Boss Rush Knowledge. It's definitely doing S rank. Lower level S rank is definitely better. And the other thing is also to make sure that you are able to do like continuously do the repeated version. In the end, it's more about quantity than quality for boss rush. Okay, I think you guys may want to see this. Let me uncancel it. So this is the Path of Glory mode where you have 6 of your family members, including your main character, doing like a tower defense kind of play here. And this is the door that you're trying to defend. And the HP of this door is actually your family CP. So my family CP here is actually lower than usual because I'm in the midst of deleting that Raven character to do the creation of the new Reaper. So if you notice, right, the bosses are also from the main storyline. You see that I have my Shadow here, my Huntress, my Witch for the 2 range, and Tamer, because Tamer is strong in PvE, and my Titan. Used to use Berserker on him, which actually was better. It's just that we got Titan after Berserker, so we just changed from Berserker to Titan. Eventually, I will do a video to change this back to Berserker. Although Berserker is better than Titan for this Path of Glory, as a family member, not as a main, it's still okay because I still do alright in Path of Glory. So Path of Glory has these additional abilities that you can use. Attack buff, plus 300 attack to all members. Then you have a movements debuff. And the cannon that I just used just now to deal damage against bosses. You have a heal of 30% HP. And this is the one at 20, which I'm going to use now, where you summon an elephant. And the elephant basically destroys everything in that particular wave. And I'm doing it for this this particular wave because this boss is very irritating. He takes a few steps and he spews fire and nothing, and then he takes a few steps and spews fire and nothing. Here. This is a golem boss. I'm not sure whether you guys have it yet. Typically, you need the couple of range classes in Path of Glory, and you can have a few melee classes with those good spinning skills like Titan, Shadow, Tamer. Tamer is really good in PvE. Classes like Striker and Mystic is not good here. Basically, those that are bad at PvE will not be good in Path of Glory. So what you need are characters, classes that are good at PvE, or and then you need classes that are range classes. So these mobs are the example where you should be using the movement speed debuff. It's just that my characters attack are high enough that I don't need to use it. But you can see how fast they run. So if your CP is not high enough, then this comes into play. And there is a spirit, or rather, there's a spirit that you get that spawns every wave that you can kill to gain this. There's also special spots that you can stand to get certain benefits. So take for example, this gives you a attack buff. The green one heals you, and the gold one gives you another 6 of this energy. So for this boss, I will use the attack buff because he jumps around and swings around a lot. But he looks like he might die before that. Yep. Reaper is not bad at PvE because they buff her a lot. She, like those mini classes, she also has a very good spinning whirl / whirlwind kind of attack. She has a very nice range AoE attack as well, and her few other skills are pretty good too. So probably sometime this weekend, I will do the stream to do the starting a Reaper from level 1. Or rather starting a Sorceress from level 1 and then doing the Awakening to Reaper. Because weekdays I may not have enough time to do the full level 1 to 70. Although it's already very fast for us right now. Probably 2 hours is enough. Okay, so this is the final boss that they added. The dragon boss. Especially for this Path of Glory. This is the heal I was talking about. Not good. There's no bonus medal. But this is very nice, 3x. So if you look here, right, basically this is to feed Black Spirit, and this is also to feed the Black Spirit, Silver or Blackstones, and the material for enhancing the medal. Reaper or Tamer? I guess it really depends on what kind of character you like. Tamer is more on the cute side. Reaper is more on the I guess sexy side. But if you talk about like being better in Black Sun mode, right? Reaper is better because of that range skill. Tamer is not as good. Hey, my Black Spirit level. Okay, actually I think I have some spare tickets. Let me just finish them all. Playstyle. Yeah, I did answer a bit on playstyle, right? Personally, I don't like Tamer because the cute style is not my cup of tea. Oh, I already have 506 of these. Should be enough for one level. This is the Stone of Balance that you guys will get as part of the Hadum content, where you can use these crystals that you get in Hadum mode to buff up this stone level to give you these stats. 10 CP per level. I can change my character to Tamer later just to show you guys how good her PvE skills are. If you guys watch my video about the whether or not Paladin and Warriors are essentially dead in the endgame, right? When I went through my guild composition, you see that there's quite a number of Tamers as well. Mostly the Tamer Ascension class. So the higher the number of tickets that you use to do Path of Glory, typically you should get a better chance of getting the medals, and in turn, hopefully, I hope to get the Ancient medal, but I have not had any chance with getting that so far. I've even tried getting Perfect for my tower health, still couldn't get it. Okay, we are getting the bonus golden elemental. See, it's already 21 before I even killed that purple one. So now we need to kill this boss so as not to waste my shots. Not to waste my element. That's a problem. He left the screen just now. Okay, my door is gonna take some damage. Really demolishes everything. Oh, but he doesn't kill the last boss immediately. The dragon, not this dragon, the one that looks like actual dragon. This looks like a little drake. These spots of fire will gradually burn your health till you die, so you gotta avoid it. And they will always make it such that there's always at least one here in these 6 slots, because they know that these 6 slots are the best slot to place your characters in. I don't use this. Oh, hi Kenneth. I remember you from my previous stream as well. this boss is a full offense boss. Even in Path of Glory, he hits like a truck, and in boss stand mode, he's the one to most likely kill you. You can't go higher than a specific level when you are doing against him, as opposed to the rest of the bosses. Because his attacks, not only are they high damage, they will knock you down while his minions have free hits on you. Actually, if you notice, right, this boss is exactly like Titan, his skills. This boss, right, the moment he reaches your door, he will explode and take out your door 100%, regardless of how much health you have. Let's use everything that we have. Okay, let's please let this be ancient. Ah, well, we got mysticals. At least not 1.5. At least it's 2. Because once you clear the last level, right, the minimum is 1.5. You will not be getting 1. So always check that your this percentage is highest level before you feed any of the black spirit. So we got a level. That is, so the Path of Glory is actually the best way to level up your black spirit. Just to show you guys, this is the reward from the Black Sun that I was doing on Monday, yesterday. Okay, let me just do it this way, the Black Sun. All these are crystals for selling, so it's quite unlucky that all I got are these instead of the okay, this is not too bad. This is 100 million silver, but the best is to get as many of these stones as possible. These are the rewards from doing the ancient ruins difficulty 13. Forgot which others are from the difficulty 13. Donation. Yeah, maybe I'll do a Twitch account instead of YouTube streaming then. It's just that before I started this video series, when I went to Twitch, right, I saw that the viewership for Twitch was actually very, very low. It seems like YouTube had a lot more views. Okay, I should probably drink my pure water before it expires. Oh, I'm definitely not F2P. You can't get to 23k CP if you're F2P. Most of the F2P players now will range around 19 to 20k. Okay, I will be ending the stream soon. I'll just do a preview of Tamer skills. I played BDM since last year March, so it's slightly more than a year now. Exactly about 1 year 2 weeks now. Yeah. Okay, so the CP17823, so I should go to this map. This is a level tier 8 horse with the teleportation skill. This is a Hadou mode. Okay, so look at how huge the AoE is for Tamer. Even a frontal skill has AoE. That 3 claps that she was doing. This is the best skill. In fact, she is invulnerable during that mode. I can't remember it's super armor or invulnerable. I think it's invulnerable. I'll look at the skill list later. If you're not wrong, that skill sucks monsters in as well. So you can see huge AoE, decent damage, fast as well. That's why there's so many tamers even right now in my guild, as per the guild composition I was showing in the previous video that I uploaded last night, I think. Yeah. See, let's look at skills. So Tamer, I think I mentioned before in one of my videos or stream that Tamer only requires 6 skills. The other skills actually make her slower. All you need are these 6 skills. So this is not required at all. Compared to her other skills, you can tell it pales in comparison. This is the clap that I was talking about. You have super armor while using it. And for a skill that's hitting frontal, it actually has quite a huge AoE if you think about it. Look at this. This is her dash attack. Even her dash attack has AoE. Look at this. So look at this distance. So she dashes and hits with this. But the only thing is that her dash is not that fast because she does like a turn before she attacks. Okay, this is the one where she's invulnerable from the front. And look at the distance. Actually, I should use this, and this, just to show. It's all around her. Of course, it hits for 9 hits, that's why the damage here is shown is lower. But if you consider everything is 1800, so still pretty good. And it also can use the system. Okay, we are this. So instead of invulnerable from the front, this gives you super armor. this is also a form of dash attack basically. A faster dash attack. Okay, this is a skill that I don't use because no super armor. Not very fantastic in terms of damage. It's okay only. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. Okay, this is the one where she does a storm forward just now. Super armor, decent damage. And this is another one where AoE is really huge. Now this is just a level 70 skill. Yeah, causes lag because it's so fast and so much graphics. So this tamer, right? When you first get for us, when we first get tamer, the next progression that we had was awakening. Her awakening is not as strong as her ascension. Her ascension is really fast, huge AoE, good damage. But good more, she's better for PvE than PvE than PvP. You can't get golden skill boots from market. Yeah, you can't get golden skill boots from market. But for us, how we get it is through the ancient ruins. If you're lucky, one max run with the max number of tickets for ancient ruin, you can get about seven books. Then the other way of getting boots would be let me change back to my main. Okay, that's weird. Where's my... Oh, it has actually increased. Okay. Okay, so let me go to the banquet, where this is also a mode where you can get golden skill boots. And this is the one that you get after winning the Siege Wars and when you have the castle. So ours actually for 2 hours. I already missed an hour because I was running through all these content. No, weird, there's no one. Okay, never mind. It's very laggy, I don't know why. Okay. Okay, so I'll probably be ending my stream now because I'll be AFK farming this mode. So thanks everyone for watching the stream. I hope I can get the time to do another stream tomorrow. But today, right, for the rest of the night, I'll probably be making a video on the comparison of... wait, this is a bit noisy. I'll be making a comparison video for the Paladin skills in Black Desert BDM Global versus what we have here. Because I think someone did share with me a video link, so I'll do a comparison video then. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.